I always thought that would be so cool to like start the video with filming the thumbnail. I have no idea what that was all about. It's a little weird to be throwing around money, but today we are going to be throwing around money because I'm shopping for a new website for Income School to buy. And so I'm going to talk you through exactly the things that I look for in a good acquisition so that you can make a good profit, a good ROI on a website you build. Or if you're building yourself, this is really important information to know what you need to build in order to make it get the top dollar when it sells. All right, we're gonna look at 8 different websites that I just pulled up here, 8 deals that are being offered right now. We're gonna talk through each one. In the end, there is one of these sites that I'm gonna buy. All right, this first site is on Empire Flippers. I'm not crazy about Empire Flippers. I've shared this before. I had a really bad experience with the company on the seller side. I would not sell with them before. I've talked to both of the owners of the company. I think they're good people and doing good things, but I'm not crazy about the marketplace, the way they're running things. So this site is getting a monthly net profit of $5,768. Listing price is $207, so that's a 36x multiple. That's fairly reasonable. It's a reasonable multiple, no problem here. Listing is for an affiliate display advertising and Amazon associate site in the hobbies niche. Let's go down to the earnings here. Whoa. Okay, so they had an incredible spike in November and December. Now, I'm assuming that means that this is a very buyer intent, very heavy affiliate kind of website because people are coming here in November and December shopping for Christmas gifts, and ad earnings just go nuts during those 2 months. So I'm assuming that's what's happening here. Yeah, and we see kind of the same thing happening with traffic, that it's really spiking there. It does say hobbies. I don't know if it's maybe, hockey or something like that could be involved here too. I don't love buying a business here though with any kind of crazy spikes if that's reflected in the revenue. So, you had this spike, but is that repeatable? Is it going to happen again this November and December, or is this kind of a one-off thing that has happened? It really makes me question the business. This is one that could be good, but I'd really want to dive into, and I want to make sure I'm not paying for the one random spike they had. I want to make sure we've set the value of this based on the normal months because we don't know if lightning's going to strike twice. This does bring up one thing that's maybe unique about me is when I'm looking at a site, I do want something flat like we talked about 2 weeks ago here. I don't want something that's looking like it's on a crazy spike because what's after a crazy spike is usually a crazy crash. I want something that's being consistent. So this one's a maybe. We're going to have to look into this one a little bit more, but it could be interesting. I think the price seems pretty reasonable at a 36 times multiple. Okay, now this is on Facebook. I'm a member of a few Facebook pages that sell websites. I'm not going to share which one it is here because frankly, this is like scam city. It's just scam city in there. All the time I see people posting stuff and it's like, oh my gosh, I hope nobody buys this. And people are commenting like, yeah, I'm interested. And it's like, oh, do you not see what's happening? This is why I've always said you should not buy a website unless you've first built a successful one yourself. Sometimes you just don't know what to look for. Okay, so this is a niche starter site about mountain bikes. It only has 22 articles on it. That's really low. And the site is 8 or 9 months old. Now, the site has had 68 ever clicks from Google. 68 clicks ever, right? And the site is between 8 and 9 months old. And so how much is this website worth? I mean, it has 22 articles. So you could say that you're going to buy this site, $100 an article times 22, you're going to buy it for $2,200. You know what I think this site is worth? Goose egg. Oh, that's kind of cool. Anyway, I think it's worth absolutely zero because it's 9 months old. Those articles have had enough time to at least do something on Google. And so if it only brought 68 clicks ever, then I can tell this content stinks. It literally has no value, right? Next website for sale. This is an affiliate website for sale in the home improvement tools space. So I'm guessing this is going to be very affiliate heavy. Product prices from $50 to $500. It's 3 years old. There are 26 review articles, 31 versus, which is essentially review articles best. Okay, so it's almost half and half reviews versus educational articles. And I bet a lot of those educational articles are very affiliate heavy. Now, one thing I'm looking at right now is I know there was a Google update that hit affiliate review sites not too long ago. So I'm curious to see what's happening with the traffic on this one. All right, here's our analytics. Oh dear. Oh dear, this is too funny. Okay, so we have the flat traffic here, and then all of a sudden, traffic goes to nothing, and it looks like maybe we're kind of starting to crawl out, but I don't know. There's this 1, maybe 2 days where it's higher. I don't know. But the Google Analytics code was not working right when Google's product review update hit. That's convenient, isn't it? Now, it very well could just be coincidence here, but I'm telling you, that looks super fishy. Okay, so that's gonna be a no. Next one, 51 articles, 1.5 years old. Looks like it's earning, $60, $70 a month on average, with traffic just around 12,000 page views a month. Now, that's a number that I look at really careful. I'm always multiplying the earnings they're getting, or the traffic they're getting in thousands times 2908, because I know that's a very normal number for not incredibly well monetized, just kind of ads and affiliate site, is that they're earning $29.08 per 1,000 page views. That's a really good average to be seeing. And so if I see one that's way high, we have $400 per 1,000 page views, it makes red flags start going off for me. Unless I'm seeing info products, some e-commerce, some, really good monetization. I just know, a number like $90 ePMP is just not reasonable for an ads and affiliate site unless something's really unique here. And so red flags start going off. This one I would say is not crazy though, whatever, $60, $70 per 1,000 page views. It could happen, but I know that it's less likely to happen when you only have 1,000 page views. That usually happens later on when you just get really good at monetization. Oh dear. Okay, so we look at the traffic here. And I'm always very interested when I'm looking at a deal, I go to when the site started, not where it is today. What I want to see was 0, and then I want to see what the ramp was to that site starting to grow. Because I've never built a website that just went to, jacked up all of a sudden, right? Unless it had some kind of social media promoting it when you began, right? If you already had an audience. And look what happened here. It's just suddenly they had traffic. The first month was as high as the last month. Now, it's only 1,000 page views a month here, but that doesn't sound right to me. That wouldn't happen. You can't take a brand new website on Google and have the articles rank just as well on day 1 as they do on day 365. Doesn't make sense. Skipping this deal. And that's really a lot of what I'm doing here, is just looking for anything that just doesn't smell right. Because there are 1,000 ways to scam this, right? What if we just send bot traffic to a website every day? We can get it to show on Google Analytics and then we sell it, right? Photoshop the statements of how much the website is earning, right? It's so easy to scam this that if I see anything weird, I'm out. Okay, next post. Okay, next deal. Successful affiliate website for sale, earning $700 per month on average for the last 10 months. Okay, that's good. Site age 1 year and 6 months. Could I build a site to $700 a month in a year and 6 months? Absolutely. The fact that it's earned $700 for the last 10 months, that's eating a little bit in. That means it was kind of quick to grow, but not crazy. So we're okay there, especially understanding that it has 375 plus articles. So now what I'm interested in is I'm going to look at that 375 articles and I want to see how many page views they're getting. And I want to know how many page views per article they're getting. That's going to tell me immediately what the quality of the content is that we're looking at. It looks like they're getting 64,000 page views a month. This site it doesn't have very good content quality, or it's poor search analysis. That's pretty low page views for having that many articles. The other thing that I'm seeing that's a little bit weird before we get into the graph here, users aren't coming back much, but the bounce rate is too low. That's not normal to see a bounce rate that low on a site like this with that many page views. Bounce rates, it's common to see really low on a brand new website. As it starts to get traffic, it's a little weird to see something like that. It's also weird that we're seeing 31,000 sessions and 64,000 page views. That's, over 2 pages per user. I mean, that's a good thing. You want a lot of pages per user, but I'm just wondering why. That's not normal for true organic traffic. You usually don't see that. So if we have quizzes in part of there where you got to go through 8 pages before you see your result or something like that, it can really drum things up. But because it's only one user on the website that whole time, the ads are worth less and less as you go through a lot of pages. And so I generally like looking at page views as my marker of how a site is doing. But when it's real high compared to sessions, it makes me kind of feel like I want to look more at sessions too and how many people came to that website. Okay, now we got to talk here about this graph. This is crazy. We had a wild dip one day and then another wild dip, and then it just dropped not totally to zero, but close to zero, and then has been not healthy ever since. And then all of a sudden the owner wants to sell the website, right? That doesn't look right. It's just something that looks weird to me because I don't usually see that. I don't usually see traffic around 450 a day and then all of a sudden go to zip, right? What happened? I'm not seeing in the post that they're being upfront about what exactly is going on. They just said they have an urgent need of money, don't we all, for personal reasons. Well, that's nice. I have an urgent need of money for personal reasons too. We all do. You got to prove to me that this business is worth that need of money. There's no way I'm buying that. Okay, next one. This is a women's lifestyle blog. It's bringing in about $3,000 a month. And we look at the page views, 30,000 page views a month. So I'm going to take 30,000 page views, and I'm going to multiply that by $29.08. So with normal monetization, we would see this earning only $872. The fact that it's earning $3,000 means either they are doing something very good in monetization or something weird's going on. In this case, as I'm looking at it, I think it's just good monetization. That's by no means unheard of. You can't earn that much from 30,000 page views. You definitely can. It's just one signal that I see that's a warning to me. One that maybe something is being fibbed here, which I don't think is the case here. Again, that's totally in the realm of reason. The real reason it brings up a red flag for me is that I'm saying, oh, the monetization is very high. So does that really leave any low-hanging fruit for me for something that I could quickly optimize to earn my investment back? Probably not, because it's already really well monetized. And so I love buying sites with high traffic and poor monetization, low EPMP. That's the sweet spot. That's what I like to buy. Really the one that concerns me here is this pie chart right here of traffic channels. Now, really for most buyers, this would actually be wonderful to see this. It's nicely mixed from several different sources how they're getting the traffic. I'm a little bit different in that I like to see as much organic traffic as possible and as little as possible of the rest. And the reason is, we get a lot of social. This site has some Pinterest traffic to it. I just don't like Pinterest traffic. It goes like this. Pinterest has a habit of turning off the faucet all the time. I want the blue traffic, not the green traffic. Now, direct traffic can be good. It could mean that it's a branded domain. It's also a place where we can see some bot traffic coming in. Again, I'm not seeing any red flags on this business. It looks fine for somebody to buy, but it's probably not a good one for me because it already has high monetization and it has a lot of traffic from social. That's just not my sweet spot. So Income School is buying a lot of websites. I mean, a lot of websites we're buying right now. And so people are going to incomeschool.com/sell. Simple form right there. If you're interested in selling your site, you can submit to us your information. We're getting a ton of deals coming through there and we're buying a lot of them. And so I want to show one that I'm looking at just this morning. I can't show you the domain name right now because I haven't got the person's permission, but we're going to show as much of the non-identifying information as possible. Okay, it's 2 years old, 46 articles. And the revenue looks pretty consistent. We see, some seasonality, some changes, but it looks fairly consistent. So that's a good thing. It's earning, an average of $130 per month. And it's getting 15,000 page views on average. So if we go 15 times 2908, we see, so if it were earning $29.08 per month, we'd be getting $436 a month. We're only getting whatever that was, $150. So ringy-dingy, right? This is something that I feel like, when the monetization is low, that makes me more interested in the site. Not that we don't buy some that are very well monetized, but for me, that's what I'm looking for. What percentage of the articles are older than 8 months old? I want to know, is there other content that's going to be hitting that's going to make this traffic go even higher than where it is? And only 46% of the articles are driving that revenue. And so that means we're probably going to see a good upturn as long as that new content is as good as the old stuff. That's good. I'm interested. We have Google Analytics access here. And I'm sorry we have to block the bottom right. I just don't have the permission from the person yet. But 18,000 page views in the last month. We do see some weirdness here. And so the way that I'm going to analyze that weirdness is I'm going to look on this day, that day, that day, and I'm going to go to traffic sources and I'm going to try to see, did the sources sometimes switch here? Now in communication with the owner here, we had a Google Analytics code issue for parts of these day, which looks right to me, and the traffic sources didn't swing weird that day either. And so I think we're okay there. Now I'm also going to look back to 2019. I really just want to see before the website began. It looks like we've got to go a little bit older. We'll go to 2018. Yes, this is what I like to see. This is beautiful. It was dead in the beginning. That's a good thing. We had a little rise for season 1, died during the winter. Season 2, going good. And look, we're coming into season. No crazy peaks. I could tell you right now that we're probably higher on weekends. This website is about boating. We're coming into this. I'm looking at percentage of traffic to different articles. We do have one article that's bringing in about 20% of the traffic. That's really high, but they're only asking for $1,900 to buy this website. That looks like a deal to me. For this, that's earning $150 a month. $150, if we were to buy this at a 32 times multiple for a small site, that'd be $4,800. They're only asking $1,900. That sounds like a good deal to me. So this is a buy. Hope this was helpful to look through how we buy a website. If you're interested in selling, go to incomeschool.com/sell. If you're interested in building your own to make your exit someday, go to incomeschool.com and check out our membership where we're going to show you everything you need to know. Plus, if you're a Project 24 member, I've done and we are doing a couple more mastermind groups over Zoom with some members talking about buying and selling websites if you're ready to do that.